What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Cosmos Point, which is a little tiny Steam Next Fest demo. Like, I've gone through... Listen, I've spent the last couple days going through pretty much every single game on the Next Fest, and frankly, the little tiny ones are always the ones that interest me the most because they have the most freedom to play around with ideas, and this is a game called Cosmos Point. This is a game that, much like Battle Brothers or much like any of those sort of mercenary simulators, you are running a mercenary PMC operation that's trying to scavenge their way through space without getting themselves murdered amidst monsters and marauders and raiders and bandits and all that kind of stuff. Everybody has customizable gear. There's full-on gun building with receivers, butt stocks, magazines, basically anything that you could ever want for most of your guns. You have those things on in here. I played around with it for a second, but I figured I'd just turn on a recording and we'd run with it for about 30 minutes and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you did indeed want to get Cosmos Point for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description. The demo is freely available to anybody that might want to play it as part of the Steam Next Fest. And then, of course, on top of that, you'll find a bunch of other sexy little Nerd Castle links down there, slinking along, waiting for you to click them, but let's dive on into it. I'm actually going to restart the demo because this game has a cold open when you start it off, and so the only way I could figure out to do an intro was like this, but here we go! How long has it been since our ship crashed? We don't have long to live. We're running out of supplies. There's something there. Maybe this could be our chance. An abandoned science station. It's exactly what we need. The docking was successful, so take a look around first. All right. We've got our controls up on screen. I actually re-keybound like everything in the game. Luckily, I did not find this game to be hugely playable with the default controls. I struggled with it. However, I have re-keybound everything now to like a standardization that I prefer, and so we should be ready to rock. Kudos to the developers on such an early demo having access to keybinds already, because otherwise there would have been no video. I just did not like the default controls. You're obviously not alone here. Pick up the scattered equipment. Okay, so let's click on our little guy right here, and this game functions just like XCOM. Everybody has APs. Those allow you to pick things up off the ground. They allow you to shoot your gun. They allow you to move around, interact with things, use med kits, throw grenades, all that kind of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and grab this gun right here. These things belong to somebody quite recently. It's necessary not to repeat other people's mistakes. Add everything you find to your inventory. All right, so we're going to take our little SMG over here. We're going to lock and load that. We're also going to put the ammo inside of our belt and the key card right there as well. And one thing that I actually really like the models in this game, like they're simple. They're going for like a wargaming sort of stand-up miniature type deal. But frankly, I think it actually looks pretty good once it's moving in action, especially once you start putting armor and helmets and equipment on all these guys. It's got a little bit of a RimWorld vibe where nobody has arms, and yet it still gets across what their equipment is, what their specialties might be, how they might be useful to your team. And so I dig that. The key card's going to open the door. It's disposable, but right now we don't need more. Move on. Is my gun loaded? I have questions. Oh, it has a full magazine already. All right, well, let's move over to here, and then we're going to open up this door. I knew we weren't alone here. No action points left. You're going to have to give up the turn. I've been shot. I don't like getting shot. Getting shot's unpleasant. The good news is, if you take a look, to attack, choose a weapon. Yeah, we'll do that. If you take a look at the little meter around your guy's feet, we still got plenty of HP left. So we're going to click on him, we're going to click on the gun, and then give him the old zappers. He's been zapped. One less. I especially like your characters. They comment on the things that are happening. They get little dialogue bubbles, and that's not limited to combat either. Like, if you're AFK, like, not doing anything, they have little conversations above their heads. Like, it's a really, really nice feature. Wants me to move up to here. Never too much loot. Put on your armor, take in your ammo. All right, well, let's grab what we can grab then. So we got some more ammo right there. We've got an armor right there. We have a second. I want the gun, though. Can I have the other gun? Can I, like, break it apart or anything? It will break down into constituent parts because, as you may have guessed, there's a base building component to this game. We are actually retrieving things from these missions so that we can rebuild that space station to be our new headquarters. For right now, though, it's not going to let me. We're kind of like tutorial locked. Pass the turn. Ow. The last enemy remains. You know what to do. All right, let's take his ass out. Let's feed him the blicky. Let's give it to him. Zap! It's not the best backpack, but it'll come in handy right about now, so take it. Okay, we got backpack over here. Let me grab that real quick. A little pack action right there. It's got like an electrical cable, some bolts, and a battery inside of it. Okay, if I can fit stuff elsewhere, we can still pick up the SMG too, and I would prefer to do that. All right, let's get out of here. Move on to the station. Apparently, they were some tourists just like us, but they lost their vigilance. Now we'll master this piece of metal. The game is obviously translated from a different language right now. I'm guessing from the Cyrillic that's on the side of a lot of stuff. Either Ukraine or Russia. I don't really know. I couldn't find a lot on this game, but I actually found it to be one of those titles that I'm super interested in. That's one of the fun things about my job, is that, like, every day you're not sure if you're going to be surprised or disappointed, but ultimately, this one surprised me. We discovered the entire station's controlled by an artificial intelligence. Everything's under his control here, so we won't be able to set much up. What about us? What's his primary task? It's not known yet, but we immediately wanted to knock him out and take control of everything. He advised against it. Did he recommend it? Yes, I recommend it. I explained that I could quickly turn the local conditions into unsuitable. I could basically make the conditions unsuitable for your location. All right, we're being held hostage by a piece of hardware. Not at all. Your presence doesn't prevent me from carrying out my task. The main thing is not to try to harm the station or my protocols. We want to get out of this sector. We may need to find the nearest habitable planet where we can fly to. At the moment, the station doesn't have a search option. It's necessary to build a communication antenna. It's an interesting suggestion, but we're not engineers here. Find enough resources and I'll do everything else. Okay, we'll try. There's no other options anyways. All right, so now we can click on our station, we can open it up, and we can clack out all of our characters. We've got a number of different tabs over here that we can play around with. Everything from hand grenades, backpacks. What does a case for outfits do? Oh, there's like helmets and stuff inside of there. Okay, what are these? Absorbs damage or part of it. I mean, we may as well. It looks kind of ridiculous, but, like, it'll have to do. What about that one? Does that one look cooler? I mean, that one's got big balls on its forehead. I don't know that I want to be the Marine that's, like, diving into enemy territory with big balls on my forehead for right now. Close that off, but really, I think what we need to do is we need to clack out some guns here real quick and get those ready to roll. So we've got our SMG. We're playing around with that. Technically, we could add, like, muzzle devices and things to it. So if I open up the gun here, we have a muzzle device right there. Can I put a new muzzle device on it? It says for, oh, it's for a sniper rifle. Do I have anything for a SMG? It does not look like I do. So we actually don't have a whole lot of things to clack out an SMG with. However, we can put a sight on top of it, and obviously I'll put the muzzle back on it. What does the muzzle actually do for me? Module, accuracy of shooting equals 10. Okay, don't know exactly how that's helpful, but I'll keep that in mind. We'll put the battery and the other stuff over here and the metal bolts on that side. We've got enough SMG cartridges that I'm feeling somewhat confident about my ability to go into combat. And then we've got Bayball over here. What does Bayball have? Bayball has an assault rifle with a 15-round magazine, grenades, med kits. Okay, I'll copy his loadout then, and I'll add just some things inside of here that might be helpful. We'll get an impact grenade right there. We'll get a first aid kit. He's got 35 rounds. I don't know that that's going to be enough for a mission, so let's go ahead and top him up on ammo real quick. He's also got a grenade in his pocket that he can quickly swap in once he throws that one right there. Are there any interesting things I can do with his rifle? This has better recoil control, so I'll swap that out. What does this one have right here? 15 recoil control. Okay, so we'll get that right there, and we'll give him a little sight. That way he can shoot a little bit further. We did want to open this up, though, and let's give him a helmet. Yeah, he can be our guy that rocks around with balls on his forehead. Good for you, man. You've graduated in the world of soldiering. I think we can swap out his muzzle device for something better, too. That way he aimed... Yeah, he's got 89% accuracy now. That's good. That's exactly what we want you to have. Maybe we put that right there. Ooh, he's got 8 range? Hell yeah. I'll take that. And I love the way the gun actually changes over here. Like, the modularity isn't limited to just, like, the tooltip down here. Or I guess, like, the little ragdoll of the gun. Like, on the character, it actually looks cool, too. All right. We've got to open that on up, and inside of our drop pod, we will put Henry, and we will put Bayball, and then hopefully this goes well. All right, boys. Let's get ourselves strapped in for a little bit of mayhem. Is there cover in this game? I don't know if there's cover in this game. I'm going to try to move my guys intelligently, though. That way I don't get myself smoked. Can you guys get up behind this wall? Yeah, get up behind that wall. You do the same thing. And then we'll pass the turn, and we'll see what's in this little pile of loot over here on this side. Enemy just took their turn. What's this? We've got a car battery. Oh, it's too big. He can't carry it. Okay, well, grab the wires and stuff. Can I rotate this? There we go. Put that like that. I don't know what the rotate key is for right now. Like, R's not doing it, and so we're just going to have to do it the hard way. He can't hold the battery, so the other guy's going to have to take it up. And then I think I'll probably just bypass another turn. We're not on any sort of, like, time limit or anything. The oxygen is not running out in here, and so I am cool. Oh, there's a guy right there. Can I get him from right here? I probably can. It's going to take all 6 of my AP, though. Oh, never mind. He's down. We ground him up. Good stuff. I kind of wish the bodies stayed on the ground and just had that little thing right there so you could loot them anyways. But in a game where nobody has hands, it's kind of hard to figure out what my visual preferences would be. Is there another one over here? There is indeed another one over here. SMG that fool up. He is most assuredly not dead. The good news is we still have 3 AP left, I think. Yeah, so move back around the corner and just get into cover and force him to move. Okay, they're making little plays right now, but they haven't actually done anything too wild yet. Shoot him. Do you have enough to shoot again? 3 AP to shoot again. Shoot again. All right, and then you're squaring off with him over here. Okay, we got enemies down. Let's go ahead and secure the loot real quick. What's he got? He's got a key card. That'll probably be helpful. He's got another SMG, and he's got some reloads over here. I'm not going to pick up the full stack, but I will pick up enough to top myself off because I am horrendously paranoid about running out of ammo, dude. Always been that way with games. Like, if the dial doesn't have 3 digits on it, I just start feeling real uneasy, and so I like to have a lot of them extra freedom seeds to fire around. Ow! I've been shot! Shoot back! There you go. Operator status. Just take him down. We've got a real... Actually, open that up and grab the receiver off of it and take the receiver. I don't know if I want the rest of the gun, but, like, everything else there seems to be pretty bog standard, like tier 1 parts, so I won't pick up anything else. How much health does the med kit reapply? He took 4 damage right there. I don't know how that's going to go. I also don't know how armor works in this game. Like, does it have a chance to... Oh, reload. I love that little animation right there, dude. It's so awesome. When you use a med kit or when you throw a grenade, it does the same thing, too. How far can I throw a grenade? Okay, let's not throw a grenade then. There is a guy over there. Let's maybe move back over here. Does he have any AP left? He's got 2. All right, move him up. I heard footsteps, so I think he's coming. It'd be nice to be able to hold overwatches and stuff like that, too. Like a few more little XCOM tactical options, but maybe later. Oh, dude, he's got like an assault rifle and everything. No wonder he hurt so bad. Okay, give me the ammo. The assault rifle doesn't look like he's got anything on here that's like aftermarket dope. It is worth a decent amount of resources, though, if we feed it into the recycler, but for now we'll wait. What's on this tile? Fabric parts. Okay, and some bolts. I'll take those too. There is a guy back there. Get behind cover. And then you maybe move up to here. You do have enough to shoot at this guy. Oh, almost, dude. Almost. All right, we're going to take some return fire. No way around it. Woo! Okay. Looks like there's something good inside that room with the key card, too. We're going to have to go track that down. Can you hit him from right there? Hit him. All right, corner's cleared. Over here, step up. Can you make that long bomb shot? Oh, it does. It provides cover. Very nice. Reload the weapon. And it changes, so it doesn't have a generic reload animation. It actually shows the magazine and the bullets on that little animation from whatever gun you're currently wielding. Absolutely love that, dude. If they can get some more complexity into, like, the tactical options and whatnot in this game, like overwatches, kind of like moving fires, all that kind of stuff, dude, this could definitely be something that I could see myself putting some hours into. Move up. Yeah, that thing right there actually blocks like a serious amount of your shots. Okay, we got him. You managed to snipe him out from around the corner. You move over to here, and what do we got? Anything good? A med kit. I think I'd rather have the med kit than a crappy SMG, so yeah, I'll take that. Oh, Jesus. There's so many of them over here. Okay, fall back. We're going to need you. Oh, he can't. I need him to come help, but he can't. No! Oh, the corner counts as cover, too. The bullet just hit the corner right there. Good to know. Okay, so we definitely want to take corners when and where we can. Shoot it out with him. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Reload the blicky. All right, let that llama spit. All right, he got one down. Use your last remaining AP just to thumb load a few more rounds. You pick off anybody that comes over here. That was underwhelming. There you go. That's much better. I'm much more proud of you on that one. Reload the rifle real quick, and then we'll wait it out. We don't know how many of them there's going to be. I think I heard two guys take turns, but I'm not sure. So there's one guy back there, and he is deep inside cover right now. I don't know if I can get to cover. Well, I can get to right there. Oh, no, but he's over there. Okay, fall back over here. I think we're actually going to have to regroup these guys, and we're going to have to push together. I was right, though. I thought I heard two separate turns. You move forward, and if you can clip him with a shot... Oh, destructible environments as well. Love to see it. Oh, we didn't kill him, though. I was hoping that second one would get him. Oh, now they're mocking me with treasure. What's inside the treasure room? I want to know. I don't think there's much I can do from here. So he's going to have to soak a shot. Hopefully we can buff the damage out with a med kit. Oof, landed two of them. All right. You apply the med kit to yourself. Oh, it's 8. Very nice. Okay, that's actually a decent amount. Another one bites the dust. You take this corner. You maybe filter through the loot room, possibly. I think he's just pacing back over there. He knows he's toast. We got serious operators up inside of here ready to end. We got serious operators up in here ready to end lives. I don't really have that much more to loot. It really sort of depends. That gives us 400 metal for the battery, and so that's a lot of resources. We've got that covered right there. You move up back over here. Oh, there he is. I seen him. Yeah, we're going to be shooting over cover here. Oh, you actually tagged him with a couple good ones right there. Proud of you, G. Okay. He fell back. This guy's got a helmet or something. Oh, there's a bunch of you guys over here. How much does it cost to throw an impact grenade? Yeah! The last action hero over here, dude. Throwing grenades, spraying bullets everywhere. I do think they could make the gunshots sound a little bit better. Like, they don't sound quite as loud as they should be. A skill injector. What does it inject? An item necessary to improve your fighters. It is used in the laboratory. Okay. Yeah, get rid of the fabric and get rid of that. And then this guy right here will rotate you like that because a skill injector definitely sounds like something that I want. And then this, a jetpack? Oh yeah, dude, we gotta put on the jetpack. Like, who turns down a jetpack, bro? Okay, now we're talking. It's 3 AP to use the jetpack? All right, I'll give it some thought. Like, we gotta light off the jetpack at some point. Look at this little jetpack, bro. You got like a little jetpack right there. There's still somebody in here. I passed a turn, and there's definitely still somebody in here. Move in between cover until you see him. We still don't see him. A transformer, plastic parts. Okay. Do yourself a favor. Run your med kit real fast because there's another replacement one. Oh, the med kit has multiple uses. Okay, put that in there. Take the transformer. Can't fit the plastic parts, unfortunately. And then you, how far can you fly? So basically it uses 3 AP to allow you to move 4 spaces. All right, I can live with that. That's fine. Get my sniper up here. How much ammo's he got left? I would like them to have something that denotes how much ammo they have remaining too. That'd be nice. That dude's over there, but I think I can hit him from here. Yeah, actually tagged him with a pretty saucy little combo right there. Finish him off. That guy looked like he had a backpack. Get on over there and see if you can replace any of your gear. He's got a deuce. But he also has a shotgun. We haven't really seen any shotguns thus far. Okay. I do wish that I had like a secondary slot so you could have like 2 weapons, one underslung, and then one that's actually like in action, you know what I mean? It looks like our armor is mitigating damage because the durability has gone down. I noticed that he was only taking 1 damage per chip, whereas this guy was taking 2 damage per chip with his current armor. I don't know if we're going to have to repair all this stuff, but I think we're about done here. Unless, it looks like there's a grenade right there. Some kind of plastique or explosive right there. We already checked those 2. So I think let's go check the plastique real fast. Like, I would like to see what the explosives got going on. An electro grenade, actually. Okay, I'll take an electro grenade. I don't know if we want the explosive or if we want the other stuff. I guess I'll just keep it tight for right now. I should have swapped out this guy's backpack with the one that we had in base. But I didn't know how difficult the fight was going to be. Can't fit any more stuff over here, unfortunately. You move over to here and just top up your ammo and check his gun for anything that might be good. So he's got a P1 right here. No, not very good. AR1, okay. Top off your ammo just from his stack right there. And then you come over here, and we're out of here. I would like the option to loot stuff that's on the exit tile, though. I would like that very, very much. Well, after a successful raid, let's offload our goodies and kind of see what we can do here. I don't see like a recycle button or anything that allows me to recycle this stuff. Oh, we've got like spray foam and whatnot, too. You get the battery in there, since that was like the creme de la creme thing that we were trying to pull out. That can probably go here with our medical supplies. And then first things first, dude, like with Henry, get yourself a new backpack, man. Yeah, get a new backpack right this second, because we did not have nearly enough storage space for that last run. Open that on up, put the armor in there, put the backpack in there. Okay, now we've got ourselves organized a little bit. Definitely like a Tarkov influence on the inventory over on this side. If I wanted to do other stuff, so with the engine, we need cables. That we just need plastic and parts. So over on this side, we can build something. We need foam for the laboratory. We need foam for the workshop. We need wires, and we need duct tape. Okay, solar panels, okay, fair enough. Yeah, build the connector right there. Sick, dude. We got ourselves a little antennae. Communication antenna's ready. Will we be able to scan the nearest space and find where to move on? I'm starting the search procedure, but it'll take some time. All right, let's continue with our current tasks. Do I get to decide where I'm going, or am I just, like, repeatedly rating locations here? Well, I guess we're going to need a lot more bolts, so I guess load up some more guys. Actually, I'd like to give... Rifle seemed to give, like, a lot of advantage, and so I'd like to give a rifle to Henry. The SMG, like, it's cool and everything, but it feels like a weapon of, like, last resort, not a weapon that you're actually going to utilize. Let's put the R2 on there, and then we'll put an AR butt on there. We'll throw in an extendo mag that's a little bit longer. We'll give him a nicer muzzle. And then we will clear out all of that, and we'll put that in there. I would like to see, yeah, get a little bit more range on that bad boy, too. That sounds good. Do I have any more rifle ammo around? He's got a little bit of rifle ammo. Can I drag and drop that onto other characters? Yeah, some minor UI quality of life work to be done here. But let him reload off your supply real quick because we're both running a little bit low. Okay. These guys right here I could clack out, but I don't really see the point if I can only bring 2 guys with me for right now. And so we'll put Henry and Bayball inside of there. And yeah, dude, this is definitely something that I'd be interested in playing. This is a really solid, tight little demo that gets the idea across straight off the rip so that you know exactly what the game's going to have on offer and exactly what it's going to be trying to do. This place looks quite a bit bigger. Oh my god, this place is huge out here. Exit gates hella far. Okay, we've got a lockdown room over there that looks like it's got a giant backpack or maybe some kind of helmet or something inside of there. It might be another ball helmet. Kind of trying to prioritize where I want to go. We got some goodies over on that side for upgrading the base. But my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were messing around with a title called Cosmos Point, which impressed me. It's early along and it needs a little bit more complexity to its overall like tactical gameplay, but I did enjoy my time playing it for sure, like super fun. Exactly the kind of Battle Brothers inspired thing that I like to play, and so I will be keeping an eye on this one. You guys absolutely earned a spot on my wish list. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, as I said, it was Cosmos Point. Tomorrow, it'll be something else. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully this video was helpful, informative, or at least helped you figure out whether or not this game is for you. I'll see y'all later, and that's all I got for you, folks. Bye.